Hi, yes, it's copyright dispute time again on YouTube, and this has been going on since, well, day dot, really. Copyright claims on YouTube videos, and it used to be that the YouTube automated algorithm many years back would like falsely identify just even regular speech, and the algorithm wasn't that good, and there was a spate of, false copyright ID claims for content producers like me, but you just disputed it and it went away, no problems whatsoever. If you'll follow me on Twitter, just a couple of days back, I got a copyright ID claim for one of my older videos, and I thought, okay, well, they've matched it somehow, it's just a false match, and I'll dispute it. Sure enough, I disputed it, and they said, yep, okay, no worries, we drop our claim, and everything was hunky-dory. But then I got another one, and I disputed that. That was on my Kronos high-speed camera review here, and then I got the email back saying the dispute was not approved, i.e. copyright claimant was going, nope, we have reviewed this manually and we own the rights to it. Nah. We're going to demonetize your video and take all future revenue on all views of that video from you. Here's the email that you get. After reviewing your dispute, AdRev for rights holders, this is the company which we'll take a look at, has decided that their copyright claim is still valid. They're the ones who get to make the decision. Video title, Kronos high-speed camera review. The copyrighted content is Clear Vision, which we'll get into. That is actually correct. So they have ID'd the correct thing. And claimed by AdRev for rights holders, view claim details, blah, blah, blah. Your copyright owner might disagree with the reason you gave for disputing the claim may have insufficient or invalid. They're just basically saying, bugger off, no, we own the rights. This morning, I got another, there's only 4 here, but I got another 5 emails, so 7 total of 7 different videos that have been flagged by this same AdRev for rights holders, for basically the same content. A copyright owner using Content ID claims some material on your video. Don't worry, you're not in trouble and your account standing is not affected by this. Yet. We'll get into that. There are either ads running on your video with the revenue going to copyright owner. The copyright owner is receiving stats about your video views. Your video was manually reviewed on behalf of the copyright owner. So it's been manually reviewed by the copyright owner or on behalf of the copyright owner. And once again, it is found wild chase fugitive. And that is correct, which I'll show you in a minute. Once again, AdRev for rights holders. Now you can go in here as a content producing. Here's one that they've claimed. Ads might appear on your videos. Copyrighted content was found. The claimant is allowing their content to be used. Oh, thank you. So generous. I'm not worthy. However, ads might appear on it and they get the money from any future views until I dispute it and win the dispute. So wild chase. Now, where this is coming from, a lot of my videos, anything that includes time-lapse things, I typically put in a soundtrack in the back of it just to, keep people interested while they're watching a time-lapse. I've done a few videos like that. I don't normally have audio in my videos, but I get that from a program called Sonic Fire Pro, which I have purchased and I own the rights to. It's a royalty-free music thing. And here it is, Wild Chase down here and Clear Vision. These are the two that I typically use in my videos, and you might, I don't want to get, this video might get flagged, so let's play a quick thing. And Clear Vision sounds like, and you can do all sorts of things. You can change the variation of it. You can change the mood, whether or not it's more backgroundy and stuff like that. You can sort of mix it yourself, kind of thing, and it's quite cool. It's a company called SmartSound. I purchased this software a couple of years back. If we go down and have a look at the license comparison chart, it says monetized videos on YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, etc. They extend both versions of the license. Cover that. I am fully covered. I paid for this software. I am the rights holder. I have a license to use this, and that's what I wrote in my dispute claim for one of them, my first video, and they accepted that. The second one I wrote the same thing and they didn't accept it. So I've got another 5 videos that I have to dispute for this. Now, who are AdRev for rights holders. You might think they're some copyright troll. I don't think that they are, because what they do, if you go into the website and have a look, they call themselves AdRev for rights holder. So AdRev are not the company who is claiming the rights to this copyright, falsely claiming the rights to this copyrighted content. It's actually, they act on behalf of the rights holder. So they're like a service company. You know, are you an independent musician, label, or publisher? Our self-service system allows you to easily protect and monetize your content, your copyrighted content on YouTube. So AdRev have a deal with YouTube where they can upload supposed copyright material. It goes into the YouTube CID algorithm, the content ID algorithm, and like little snippets of it, and then I believe if it's longer than 20 seconds it usually gets flagged. Anything under 20 seconds usually doesn't get flagged. That's a bit of a rule of thumb on YouTube, but it may or may not be correct. It's probably changing all the time. They're not claiming the rights, but they're acting on behalf of somebody who doesn't tell you. There is no transparency in these emails. Who's the rights holder? Who's actually making this claim? You can't actually get this detail. So I have no idea who's actually making this claim. I mean, SmartSound, they shouldn't be making the claim, because that's their business model. They sell software to produce royalty-free music for platforms like YouTube. So I don't think it's them, but it has the same name, Wild Chase and Clear Vision. So someone somewhere has claiming rights to this, even though I fully own and have a license for it. Now, the other thing is, check this out. Okay, this is the one that I disputed, and my dispute was rejected on the Kronos high-speed camera one. The claimant has reviewed, blah, 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 blah. You may be able to appeal this decision. Here it is. Appeal rejected dispute down here. But if the claimant disagrees, if they disagree, and of course they're going to disagree, right, because they've already reviewed it manually before, with your appeal, you could end up with a strike on my channel. Now, if you're not aware, YouTubers, if you get 3 strikes on your channel, if it's copyright claims, if it's abuse or whatever it is, your channel gets shut down. There's no recourse. It just gets shut down. They lock you out. You can't do anything. You're out of the YouTube business. Like 5 other videos I have to dispute. If they reject the dispute, and then I can appeal. But if I appeal 3 of them and lose the appeal, my channel is shut down. They're like holding a gun to my head. It's like they're relying on the fact that YouTubers are going to be so scared to do this, to actually appeal this dispute, that it's not going to work. And I believe you've only got a time limit to do it as well, so that I can't just leave it, like do maybe 1 appeal, because your strikes disappear after a certain amount of time, like a month or something, I believe. I've never had a strike on my channel, I don't think, but yeah, they disappear after a certain time, but you've only got a certain time to appeal these things. So I believe, anyway, it's just nuts. And here we go. We can actually play the matched content in here. So that's the Clear Vision song. Like, there it is, right? I've got it in the background there. And so it matches. So it's not like just a mismatched algorithm thing. Somebody is claiming rights to this SmartSound stuff on the SmartSound system. So SmartSound should be really pissed about this, because their business model is selling this software to YouTubers like me who can produce this sort of music. Anyway, it's just nuts. It's just absolutely nuts. And they rely on the fact that they can just upload so much content to this content ID system. It could affect thousands, tens of thousands of YouTubers or whatever, depending on what the content is. They're relying on the fact that people aren't going to sue them, right? They're just not going to go to the effort. They're just going to have to take it up the arse and go, well, okay, I lose all future revenue on those videos. Anyway, so they're basically this AdRev for rights holders. They're a service company, but they're basically anonymizing copyright trolls, because I have no idea. I have no clue who the rights holder actually is. So it's just like unbelievable. I could contact AdRev maybe and try and figure this out or try and sort it out. But like, it's just ridiculous. So I've got probably a lot of videos with that time-lapse stuff in it, so I probably expect a few more claims to come through. But obviously I'm going to have to stop using that. I'm going to have to find some other background music, but then that could get flagged by somebody else. And it's a ridiculous situation that YouTubers are put in like this. Oh, we got a gun to our head. You appeal this 3 times, you're out of business. If you lose the appeal. You can end up with strikes on your account. It's just, oh man, unbelievable. So there's basically a penalty for content producers like me. It could be a channel ending penalty if you get 3 strikes on your account for appealing these disputes that you might lose. But there's basically no downside for these companies because there's no recourse. There's nothing I can do. They don't get a 3 strikes system for, you know, incorrectly flagging things or something like that. You know, why can't there be some sort of system like that? That if they get more than, you know, I know they're a big company with lots of claims and everything, and they represent lots of content producers, but like if they basically get, you know, X amount of false claims per day or something, then they should lose their license for this content ID system, because obviously it's causing too much issues for content producers. They're basically abusing the systems, but there's no recourse to that. There's no penalty for these companies at all. So I'm going to go through now and dispute these 5 new claims and see what happens. I'll keep you updated in the comments down below and also on Twitter and stuff like that. So follow along to see. I'm not going to appeal any of them. Well, maybe I can do one and then take a strike on my channel. I'll take one for the team, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, keep following along down below. Absolute bullshit. So yeah, ad rev. Unbelievable. Like, who knows how many copyright clients they've got uploading all this copyright content, but it's just bullshit. Anyway, there you go. That's just a little rant of what us YouTubers have to put up with. Something that I own the rights to, and I try and prove it to them, and they go, "No, sorry, we've deemed that we still own the rights." Tough titties, take it up the arse. Thanks. Anyway. If this is happening to you, you know of other channels that have been hit by, you know, this ad rev mob on behalf of some anonymous, could be some anonymous copyright troll, we don't know. Unbelievable. Anyway, if you know of other channels hit with the same thing, link them in down below. Discuss down below. Catch you next time.